Oh dear, oh me, oh my. I see that we have some streakers here in chat. Well, golly. Still doesn't let me have a watch streak? That's strange. Also, why are my earbuds not connected to my computer? Get on there, bitch. I want to hear the delightful Mount Chimney music. Are we working? We functional right now? Hold on. I think I still see the desktop audio thing is wibbling and wobbling. So I have to assume that I've got something going on here. Probably. There it is. There's that funky ass bass riff. I'm gonna open my window more. It's hot in here. Anywho. Hi, hello, Alp. Hi, hello, Rose. Thank you for the 3-stream streak volt flare. Hi, Partizé. Hey, yo, P-yo. Hi, Dot. Yes, hello, Rousey. My boy, my son. My best friend. I am very warm. And I think I've acknowledged everyone. So, live stream, Pokemon Run and Bun. Things went good? Question mark last stream? They went kind of good, they went kind of bad. It's a little complicated, right? Lovely shoulders you have, thank you. This is the goal, is I'm wearing like a cute little bralette, which is basically like a lacy tank top if you think about it. So I thought that I would enjoy getting to do a little cold shoulder. How could you miss Gumbo? Wait, was there a Gumbo moment? You didn't acknowledge Gumbo. I don't understand. Gumbo was always right next to me. Well, hello, friend of the stream, Gumbo. But anywho, last stream, fucking Bronzong did the fucking Taco Bell gong. Thankfully, didn't take Duchess out with it, but yeah, we're down one Iron Ball, which is sad because the Iron Ball is a really good item that we would love to have and cannot have. It happens to 1 in 40 runners. I think technically, actually, hold on, it's like 40 times like 1.8, no, 1.2. Yeah, it's like 1 in 48, I think, is how that math would work, right? It's like just 1 in 48 runs that bell decides it wants to explode before it even considers tricking the Iron Ball onto your Pokemon, which could genuinely be a devastating, like, could have devastating long-term consequences for this run. But we're just gonna kind of have to do our best and cope with the fact that we do not have it. I'm looking for like a necklace to wear. I'm wearing this big droopy shirt, and it makes, like, I've got all this exposed chest area that needs adornment. Oh yeah, well, for sure. I appreciate how you're always like a bottomless well of positivity, Volt Flare. Truly, you are my #1 believer. Goodness. It's okay, though. We're gonna cope. We're gonna manage. And regardless of that, we got some excellent pulls last stream. Namely, in the form of a 29 attack IV Adamant Gyarados. So, you know, it's ups and downs and all arounds. And fingers crossed that, we can keep going. I think we're kind of like immediately going into the Team Magma on top of Mount Chimney plot. We do have like a double battle. We probably have like a couple normal trainer battles before then, but we are essentially entering our next, or I suppose kind of our first major evil team segment of the game. Like, we fought a whopping 3 Team Aqua Grunts. That doesn't really count. This is where shit gets real. So, with all that being said, what say... Do I even bother booting up the game? Because we actually need to do some calcs. I haven't had time to get this line figured out in my off hours, so we're going to be doing that right now. 3 more dopamine hits. Oh, Volt Flare, were you not here for when I got Rapidash and Gyarados? Yeah, I should say, we got Gyarados. We also got a plus speed nature Rapidash with like really solid IVs across the board. Well, like middle to high IVs across the board. But yeah, I'm going to pull up our regular stream playlist. Just so that way we get a little more chill. 2 more dopamine hits. I mean, do we get Mount Chimney that fast? Like, I don't know how many fights it is to Fiery Path and then Mount Chimney. Okay. So, we are coming into a double battle. I believe it is not true doubles. I assume it is the grass team and the fire team. But let me double check that. To be fair, there's like nothing in the 112 grass. What was the 112 grass? Was that where I got Rapidash? Hold on. Wait, I don't want that. I want frickin' trainer battles. Rapidash, yeah. What do you mean? There's fucking Salazzle, there's Arcanine. We actually hit an Arcanine first, but we couldn't like catch it because we already had a Growlithe that we then traded. Yeah, like there's Salazzle, there's Weezing. There's a lot of good stuff in that grass. Arcanine was the good hit, yeah, but again, already had. Okay, so we are currently on the Flannery split. We are past Collector Hector. Okay, yeah, this is false doubles. So, Torkoal and Charizard on one side, Leafeon and Venusaur on the other side. Now, what are our options here? Damn, that's a fast Charizard. Which makes sense. Solar Power, Eye Papa Berry. You missed the gas explosion waiting to happen. Actually, Weezing with a Quick Ball is a guaranteed catch at our current level. Hannah ran those numbers for me. Or no, Overquill with a Quick Ball is a guaranteed catch. Weezing is 40%. So we have to decide which half of this team we want to knock out first. The thing is, low-key, this Torkoal is a lot more dangerous than you think it would be. Like, motherfucker's got a base 115 attack stat, modest nature in the sun. Like, you know, okay, we're looking at Arcanine right now, but like, Heat Wave is still Heat Wave. Also, hold on. Let me turn this down a little bit. But yeah, get Mount Chimney in like 5 or 6 fights. Nice. You know what? I think we do the silly thing I said I'd do before the Canadians come down next month. I'm trying to think about what that is. Okay. Yeah, okay, we've got some pretty straightforward fights after this. Well, straightforward's maybe not the right word, but... Oh, nice. Gonna... Hell yeah, get that binge on. Alright. But yeah, no, because, like, what's coming up in Fiery Path? It's, like, our own Torkoal Camerupt, I think, is, like, really good. I think another chance at Weezing. I know that Magby and Magmortar are big misses, and that's, like, 10% of the table is Magby, Magbar, Magmortar. Weezing, Turtonator. I know Turtonator's pretty cool. Like, generally, Camerupt, Torkoal, or Turtonator is all, like, a really solid set of hits. This is basically like Pori Dodge again, right? Turt is so beef, I love him. Yeah, no, I imagine it's like, doesn't Turtonator get like guaranteed shell armor? Hold on, let me like look it up in the calc thing. That's the wrong thing. Turtonator, yeah, guaranteed shell armor mon with a base 135 defense. I need a second shell armor Pokemon, and you can scale body press onto it. Flamethrower, body slam. At this level, it gets rapid spin if we get it here. It gets explosion later. Yeah, no, this thing goes kind of crazy. Damn. I do love that you can use a heart scale to give it Ember. I think that's really funny. You have another chance after Maxie as well. Oh, got it. Let me take a look. Yeah, because there's Jagged Pass, right? Oh, yeah, and that's like one of the big hits of Jagged Pass. I hear Drudagon's kind of a pretty massive miss. It's like a Pokemon so bad, it's allowed to have Hone Claws. Or are you referring to... Oh, yeah, there's Mount Chimney. Mount Chimney has Altaria. It's got Jangmo-o and Hakumo-o. The Lycanrocs are all right. Hariyama and Conkeldurr are both good hits. That's so mean and so extremely rude. Don't get me wrong, I'm actually kind of partial to Drudagon. I just hear that it's, like, mechanically not that great. It has a chance to get Rough Skin or Sheer Force, both of which are nice. Oh, that's so mean and so extremely true. Yeah. Yeah, it gets Hone Claws at level 5, which also means that by the time you catch it, it's too high of a level to no Hone Claws, so you have to fucking heart scale Hone Claws onto it. Which is not great. Who's pinging me? Oh. How is it still so warm in the office right now? We've got the fucking, like, it's fucking October, man. It's like most of the way through October. Let it not be warm at night. I hit Altaria on my first run that got here and immediately lost because I tried to understand Parasong. Oh no, honey. Okay, good to know Altaria can use Parasong. That's fun. Shit. Okay. Fuck. I do have Ledian for, like, Encore. But then Ledian dies in 2 hits. I'm thinking way ahead of time. We, like, haven't even gotten there yet. Yeah. The goal today is to get to Fiery Path. Versus the shit double. Yeah, no, I thought it was going to be easier. It's looking to be a little rough for us. I mean, it's nice. Sawsbuck gets Chlorophyll boost, so it's the fastest thing on the field. It can't do anything with it, but it exists. So my initial thought was to clear out the grass types first. However, the problem that I'm having here is that Torkoal's best move is Heat Wave. And the right side of the field is a bunch of Pokemon with Chlorophyll, so they're really fucking fast. Literally nothing we have can outspeed them. Which means we have to bait kills. The problem is that by baiting kills, Torkoal's strongest move is Heat Wave. So like if we used Togedemaru and did Spiky Shield strats, you know, sure, we don't take any damage, but our partner will likely still take a little bit of chip from Heat Wave. And it's like, Rapidash takes 30 to 36%, which doesn't put it in range of any of Torkoal's other moves, but it does mean that it becomes within range for Earthquake on Venusaur. Which is annoying because Rapidash is actually real, like, Overheat KOs Leafeon and then Fire Lash KOs Venusaur. Like, it's got a really solid 1-2 punch. For clarification, Altaria doesn't have Parasong when you encounter it. I tried to use Perish and failed tremendously. Well, that's reassuring at least. I'm very sorry about that. That's super unfortunate. The alternative is to consistently bait hits on the right side while you take care of the fire types. But like, it's literally fucking impossible to one-hit KO this Torkoal. It's so bulky. Like, we can come close with Earthquake on Torterra, but Torterra potentially dies to Heat Wave. Steelix dies to Heat Wave. It's like kind of our best bet is Earth Power on Seismitoad, but the problem is that Seismitoad dies to Leafeon. There's theoretically a world where we open with something that can use Fake Out on Leafeon, and then Seismitoad KOs Torkoal. The problem is there's a single roll that doesn't kill with Earth Power. Like, yeah. So it's just this balance of trying to figure out what lives and what don't. And like everything here, well, Leafeon isn't a special attacker, it is physical. So like we do have a couple of Intim Mons finally. What's stopping you from murdering the grass types? Venusaur having Earthquake. Like, I think maybe... I believe we can get 2 KOs with Flare Blitz, but by getting KOs with Flare Blitz, we risk dropping into a range where Heat Wave can get us. Outside of that, I mean, like... we do a lot with Venoshock on Roserade, but then we die to Fire types. It's like even with Poison Barb, P-Jab on Nidoking only does so much. Crazy that Nidoking can live a Solar Blade off this thing, though. Holy shit. You go, Nidoking. I mean, maybe like Hitmonchan with Fire Punch? It does more, but not enough. And that's with Muscle Band. We don't have the Charcoal, so... Or maybe Ice Punch with the Nevermelt Ice. Does Ice Punch's power get decreased in the sunlight? Also, I didn't even consider the fact that Solar Blade can just kill Hitmonchan. Like, again, we could do it with Frost Breath on Walrein, but obviously... And it's like... Torkoal's such a pain in the ass. I mean... Ice Beam almost does enough. It's like, I need something that doesn't, like, take 2 chips of Heat Wave and then also dies to Earthquake. Because Venusaur is just so fucking fast. Or I need to be able to, like, swap into something that can get a Fake Out off, but Hitmonchan takes so much damage from Heat Wave. And, golly, do you think Togedemaru takes a lot of damage from Heat Wave? You know, it's like, in order to successfully bait with Togedemaru, you are baiting, like, literally basically any move off of Torkoal. Like, if you're trying to bait Leafeon, you're guaranteed baiting any move off of Torkoal, which obviously isn't a good thing. Like, first impression, just our Flygon is so bad at being a Flygon. First impression doesn't even do anything. And it's like, Talonflame can't OHKO with Ripping and Acrobatics Raw. Brave Bird on Honchkrow does a lot of damage, but again, dies to Heat Wave. Like, I can successfully KO Leafeon turn 1. You know, like, I can still have Togedemaru use Spiky Shield, while, you know, Arcanine or Rapidash or Talonflame KOs Leafeon. I suppose maybe it could be, because Togedemaru dies to either Weather Ball or Earthquake. It's like, are we able to bait in 2 fire types? Talonflame takes so much from Weather Ball! And from Heat Wave! It doesn't matter that you're a fire type, and that's the problem. It's like, the only thing that takes fire type moves in this fight really well is frickin' Kingdra. Actually, Kingdra kinda takes everything pretty well. But then, like, what are you getting the kill with? Because Venusaur is still fast as fuck. Look, I'm shocked I haven't heard anyone talk about this fight. Like, this would be so literally free if Torkoal didn't have Heat Wave. If I could guarantee that Torkoal didn't do damage to Rapidash. I suppose, like... What do I have that baits, like, Body Press and Solar Blade? Thankfully, it's really easy to bait Solar Blade. Let's see, what's weak to fighting moves? Oh, not that. Rapidash takes more damage from... Oh, I wouldn't want to bait with you. We do have the Pixie Plate and the Black Belt. Yeah, obviously that kills Ledian. Togedemaru dies to just about anything. Gorobus is interesting, but if I'm correct, Surf hits like teammates, and also, yeah, it gets cleaved by Solar Blade. Yeah, Lucario baits Heat Wave, Excadrill baits Heat Wave, Zoroark baits Heat Wave, Crunch Crow baits Heat Wave, so does Granbull, Roserade, Flygon comes close, not Nidoking, not Noelle, not you. Pretty much the only thing that can consistently bait Body Press is Kingdra. I mean, if we give no held item to Kingdra, like, high end of knockoff is 23%, low end of Body Press is 25%. Okay. And then what am I swapping into? Talonflame? Talonflame still takes a decent chunk from Solar Blade. And not that much from Body Press. It's like, I wish I could just, like, have two guys to spam Rock Slide and also be fast as fuck. But I don't have that. Honchkrow takes normal damage from Body Press because it's a dark type. Granbull actually swaps into Body Press really well. Solar Blade less so, and that's after Intimidate. Jesus. Yeah, Granbull dies to crit. Torterra takes a lot. Like, Torterra technically guaranteed lives. But Torterra will bait random... Well... Hold on a second. Because if we give Torterra a Citrus Berry, like, even if we're taking a Solar Blade and a Body Press, Citrus Berry gives us back 25% HP. Like, Citrus Berry guarantees that we always have enough HP to never bait Earthquake. That could do it. Like, we potentially bait Heat Wave turn 2, but that's fine if we're getting KOs with, like, Arcanine or Rapidash. Because, like, we can afford to take one tick of Heat Wave. Okay. Maybe this could work. Let's take a look. The music's now too quiet. It was too loud earlier, and now it's too quiet. Get up here, music. Okay. Kindler. Bryant. And... not Shatla. Shayla. Oh, I'm forgetting how my own notes work. Opens, Torque, and Leaf. Okay, challenge is so real. I've had Strickler in my life for less than 5 minutes, and I've got it bad for teacher. Am I not allowed to screenshot that and send that to Challen? Am I not allowed to send that right now? Like, this has to be a surprise. Okay. Take the screenshot, but don't send it yet. Well, I'm not gonna. Okay, I will take the screenshot and I will share it in our DMs as proof for the future. Hold on. What are you kids talking about? Oh, the babies. So, 1 second. Okay, so... Because, yeah, what's the high end on Solar Blade into Torterra? It's 135. Sorry. 176 minus 135 is 41. High roll-on body press from Torkoal is 43. So it could theoretically kill, except Leafeon hits first. And because Leafeon hits first, that means... Oh, this Leafeon has a grass gem. Hold on now. That changes things, actually. This could potentially be a situation where we kind of just need to bait Leafeon to use its one big grass move, and then, like, nothing else happens. I don't think gems get used up if you, like, protect against them, though. But then it still has Grass Whistle and Fake Tears to be a pain in the ass, so maybe not. One berry, I pop a berry. Yeah, and it's like, we need to make sure that we have the Pokemon we need in place to fight Charizard in place when Charizard comes out. Otherwise, this big bitch gonna do damage. Got fucking solar power, heat wave, flamethrower, air slash solar beam. Because ideally the goal is that it's like, I swap in a fake out Mon on the turn I KO Torkoal. I fake out... This fight really kind of relies on Arcanine, I think. It's like, with Wise Glasses... Oh, we're set to singles. Oh, we've been looking at singles that entire time. Wait. Ah, it makes more sense. Huh? Oh, hold on. That does actually mean that the amount of damage Torkoal does with Heat Wave is reduced. Okay, this changes things a little. Because, yeah, how much do you take from Torkoal? 26% high end. Ooh. It's playing around a crit. But that's not bad. Because if Heat Wave does a max of 26% to Rapidash, also that means I can look at Torterra again. No, I don't. Those attacks are the same. They're both single target. Like... Also, hold on, Togedemaru. Okay, yeah, Heat Wave still does way too much in doubles. I was hoping I might be able to, like, guarantee a Scorching Sands bait. Obviously, the range on Earth Power doesn't change. That explains why we were seeing so much damage on Surfs earlier. I was like, isn't the damage of Surf reduced in heavy sunlight? And it is. Okay. So yeah, Arcanine takes 10% from Heat Wave, but takes 95% from Earthquake. It's like... I would need to swap into a Fake Out Mon. But I don't think Togedemaru lives literally any of Torkoal's attacks consistently. Yeah. If we guaranteed baited body press, Togedemaru lives as long as it doesn't get crit. But then it dies to Leafeon anyways. Or no, it wouldn't do that. Well, yeah, it would. It's like, I need something... Because I have nothing that's like weak to dark moves. I don't have any psychic or poison or ghost types. So I can't really like bait knockoff over Solar Blade. Because Arcanine can do a lot of damage. You know, I do have to remember, we do have high horsepower too. Which is able to successfully 2-hit KO Torkoal. If we have Soft Sand. Yeah, Overheat gets Leafeon, easy. Then we're at -2 special attack, but Fire Lash still gets Venusaur. Like... Hitmonchan takes Scorching Sands really well. But obviously not Solar Blade. But then, even on the turn where it's like using Fake Out on Venusaur, yeah, it just kind of doesn't work. Like, I could maybe swap Togedemaru into a knockoff to like use Protect, but no. And it's like... Talonflame is fast enough to set up Tailwind. I shouldn't say fast enough to set up Tailwind. Like, it's fast enough to set up Tailwind and then outspeed for a couple turns. And it's like, in theory, Talonflame, how much recoil would you take from killing Leafeon? It's 1/3, I believe, of the damage dealt. Flare Blitz, 1/3 of the HP lost by the target. So 143 divided by 3 is 47. So 154 minus 47, which is 107. Thankfully, we need to be below half of our max HP to bait Heat Wave off of Torkoal. You died of Body Press Solar Blade. Because it's like with Tailwind, Arcanine outspeeds everything and kills with Flamethrower. But that obviously requires having Tailwind up, which is a complicating factor in and of itself. They just don't have anything on our team that exploits the sun quite like they do. Hashtag exploit the sun. Do so much damage with Brave Bird, it's kind of crazy. I'm just like lacking the right kind of Fake Out Mon in this situation. And that's really a problem. It's nice to see Torterra lives Heat Wave now. Should be a good thing if not for the fact that once Charizard comes in, Torterra has no way of fighting it. Clearly, we just use a heart scale and Seismitoad's special attack. Obviously, we cannot hold on to that for more than 7 seconds. There's no world that Hitmonchan kills Venusaur with a Fire Punch. I don't believe so. Well, Fire Punch does a lot, but we don't have Charcoal. We only have the Muscle Band. So we can only max guarantee that roll, which is less than we'd like. And also, Hitmonchan gets outsped and KO'd by Leafeon. And also doesn't KO Leafeon with Fire Punch. Like, okay. I open with Talonflame and Togedemaru. I turn 1, set up Tailwind while Togedemaru uses Spiky Shield. Then I Flare Blitz. Like, if we give Talonflame... Hold on, let's give it a Citrus Berry to see if it still hits ranges, even without Muscle Band. Like, against Leafeon kills, against Venusaur kills. In Tailwind, Talonflame can outspeed and kill. And at that point, all I need is something that swaps into Torkoal's 3 moves really well, which is Kingdra. Kingdra does hit back kind of hard, because at that point, turn 2, we swap Togedemaru into Kingdra. Talonflame uses Flare Blitz on Leafeon. KO's Leafeon. In comes Venusaur. We KO Venusaur. Torkoal goes for random move. It could be Stealth Rocks. I think we can kind of play around Stealth Rocks, though, at this point. Because theoretically we don't need Talonflame. Like, does Arcanine... Arcanine doesn't take anything from Scorching Sands. So we can swap Talonflame for Arcanine, because Arcanine will never get hit by a Scorching Sands. I think we might have it. Okay. And yeah, as long as we give Talonflame a Citrus Berry... That's right, I was calculating the recoil it would take. Okay, so Talonflame is 154 minus 47 is 107. And then 158 divided by 3 is 52. So 107 minus 52 is 55 HP. I believe that is still high enough to never bait Heat Wave on Torkoal. Yep, 54. But even then, if we give Talonflame a Citrus Berry, it heals up to over half HP. And it's like, at that point... Okay. We need to make sure that we swap in a fake-out Pokemon the turn we KO Torkoal, so we can then fake-out Charizard, KO it with Rock Slide. Okay, no, I think we're getting there. Open Tallow and Toge. Use Tailwind. Use S Shield. Yeah, because you can't really set Tailwind up again with Rocks Up. Yeah, no, it's like, I don't even think I really need to. Because thankfully, like, everything outspeeds Torkoal, and you can never die, like, a full HP Pokemon can never die to Stealth Rocks. So I just need to make sure that we do sequencing right. And, like, by swapping Talonflame with Arcanine, we guarantee that Arcanine swaps in on a slot that will never get KO'd. And I think, honestly, we just give Kingdra, like, a Citrus Berry and let it, like... Well, hell, actually, Kingdra comes out onto the field. It can get a Dragon Pulse off on Torkoal or an Octazooka, depending on, like... Because let's assume it's not having... It doesn't have Wise Glasses. it can get off like, yeah, an Octazooka or a Dragon Pulse on Torkoal to soften it up, so that way it guaranteed dies to Arcanine the next turn. Because this would be the turn where presumably, this would be the first turn Torkoal would have the opportunity to set up Stealth Rocks, I think. Thankfully, Talonflame takes more damage from Heat Wave than Body Press, so I don't think Torkoal ever clicks Body Press into the Talonflame slot as long as we do the whole Citrus Berry thing. Okay. God, I love being able to finally have held items on Talonflame. I will forever respect Run and Bun for constantly feeling like an impossible puzzle game, but once you slam your head into that wall for enough minutes, you're like, wait a second, I see the line. So use Tailwind, use Spiky Shield, OHKO, Leaf with F Blitz, swap, Toge, to Kinged. I see the line. It was about the same line I saw an hour ago and forgot about. I mean, like, I had considered Tailwind before. I just couldn't see the proper situation to set it up. I think I had, like, the bits and pieces. I just didn't know how to fit them together right at the time. Okay. So, swap Togedemaru. So, we're opening Talonflame and Togedemaru. Kingdra takes all of Torkoal's moves. Really, really good. Is it fine if we get burned? Yeah, it's fine if we get burned. I could also, in theory... Ooh, I could swap Kingdra into Seismitoad. Because obviously I can't pre-damage Kingdra in a way to guarantee that it'll bait an attack off Torkoal. There's just like too many... The range for Body Press is too large that if it hits Body Press and then hits like random move. But I think bringing Seismitoad and then like Arcanine, obviously, and Togedemaru could switch into Stealth Rocks. Because, like, Togedemaru will be at, like, 60% max HP. Let's see. I need to pre-damage it to... Pre-damage Togedemaru to 90. Pre-damage Toge to 90 HP. KO Leaf with Flare Blitz. Swap Toge to King. Honestly, do I... Okay. Because, like, crit Mud Shot won't kill, but if Torkoal uses Body Press into Togedemaru turn 1, it takes chip damage. Yeah. We want to make sure we don't accidentally get, Charizard on the field too soon. Honestly, the other crazy thing, Talonflame has Roost. Like, actually, we probably could stay in with Talonflame and, like, yeah, Roost up, use Tailwind. Like, we definitely need the Citrus Berry in case Torkoal goes for Heat Wave. That is still a lot of damage combined with the recoil that we're taking. We're going to take it twice, yeah. It's like, I wish we could guarantee a non-Heat Wave attack turn 1. Because, like, I think spread moves might actually have a boosted... Okay. Hold on. Spread moves. Spread? The attack is double and the move is spread additional +1. I'm not seeing anything in reference to spread moves. I'm thinking back to all those times Burning Jealousy procced, and worrying about that a little. I suppose if we're in Tailwind, like, Ice Beam and Acrobatics into Venusaur does kill it. 54 plus, well, 41, and that's with Wise Glasses. Oh, we could give it Never Melt Ice. Oh, but Kingdra and Tailwind is slower than Venusaur anyways. It really is just the issue of, like, there's no way to guarantee that it's not clicking Heat Wave. I'm gonna ask the runandbun Discord real quick, because I am curious. Does the double battle AI provide any boosted priority to KOs with spread moves? Or is it the same as single target KO? Yeah, bonk. Because it's like, if I could afford the time to roost up, because I'm also thinking, like, if we get hit by a Heat Wave and it crits, that's still 52%. Oh, Gyarados doesn't take a lot. Gyarados with Never Melt Ice. Okay, I think maybe... Yeah, 64% with Ice Fang combined with Talonflame's 41%. Oh, Gyarados speed ties Venusaur? Fuck me. You go straight to hell. Rapidash? But if Togedemaru baits Scorching Sands, that's actually not that much to Rapidash, which is strange. Like, why does Rapidash take, like, nothing from Scorching Sands? I guess ours has an inordinately high special defense? That's cool, I guess. It's a no, but also a yes thing. It's a weird example, because Sludge Wave doesn't have... okay. So yeah, the only time it adds boosted priority to spread moves is if they also provide a status, like Electro Weapon, Frost Breath. Okay. 104, god damn it. But yeah, no, maybe Rapidash? Because, like, Rapidash just kind of comes in and immediately commits a murder. Like, at that point, we don't even need Talonflame to attack Torkoal, which is nice. And, like, yeah, even getting crit by Scorching Sands... Well, I suppose getting crit by Scorching Sands would be an issue. But we need Togedemaru turn 1. Because that's the only way we don't have something take a hit from both Torkoal and Leafeon at the same time. Okay, so maybe not you. Maybe you. Definitely not you. Like... Okay, what's the high roll on Scorching Sands? 108. 150 minus 108. Would you please? Thank you. Is 42. And then what's 150 divided by 3? Sorry, not divided by 3, divided by 4. I'm like, I hope I know what 150 divided by 3 is. 37.5. So 42 plus 37.5 is 79. Which doesn't bait non-crit Scorching Sands. There's Flygon that takes no damage from anything. First Impression doesn't do nearly enough damage to Venusaur, though. Someone save me from this fresh hell of mid I keep getting dealt. Is this the same run that has your like, turbo terrible, Farfetch'd? Nah, that died because no Scraggy answer. I'm so very sorry. Excadrill's pretty fast, but it dies to Heat Wave. Because Gyarados takes everything that Torkoal has really, really well. That's just Seismitoad. It's like we need something that outspeeds Venusaur in the sun, but also doesn't get swept off the map by Torkoal. Clearly, we hard scale Gyarados' speed, right? Honchkrow swaps into Scorching Sands, but not Heat Wave. It's like, Gyarados, how do I give you 1 extra point of speed? And the answer is that I may not do that. Doing so is strictly forbidden. Which is sad. It's like Rapidash can take it well. Yeah, no, because low-key, once we get rid of Venusaur and Leafeon, Talonflame can just kind of exist around Torkoal forever. But yeah, it's like Rapidash just kind of has to play around Scorching Sands crit, which is really uncomfortable. like... Yeah, you just can't quite do enough damage without that citrus berry. Or with that citrus berry. I'm like so close to being there. I just rolled the exact IVs on a starter, expected for 5 less attack, same nature and everything. I'm so sorry. I mean, just keep rolling. You just keep tossing that dice. No one can stop you. You're an American. I suppose if I flinch, or if I swap in a guy like Hitmonchan, always lives Heat Wave. If we give it a Rost Berry to guarantee that it's not burned, so that way we could flinch Torkoal. Could be an option. Because at that point we take Heat Wave, potentially Heat Wave number 1, and then potentially Heat Wave number 2 into Talonflame. Because like 2 high roll crit Heat Waves plus Citrus Berry would just take so much damage, even in a double battle. Also, I'm now realizing I think Torkoal has equal odds to set up Stealth Rocks turn 1 as it does to use a move, because it sees slow KO versus Stealth Rocks. And I believe slow KO is at average +9, and Stealth Rocks are on turn 1 in the field also average +9. Which could be good for us, maybe? I just don't see a version of this fight where we do it the other way around, though, is my problem. Because, like, we just have no way to break through that Torkoal without making a concerted effort. I just missed 6 absorbs on a level 2 Zigzagoon. Do I take it as a sign? I mean, do you really want the Zigzagoon? Like, I don't know. When in doubt, I always like to say roll the 6-pack until you're done. It's like, what do I have that swaps in that bait to KO that isn't Heat Wave? And the answer is kind of nothing. And it's like... yeah, because Heat Wave does the most damage to Talonflame by a lot. So, it'll never click Body Press into Talonflame slot. I mean, Zoroark baits Body Press kill? Which is funny. And of course baits, like, Solar Blade from Leafeon. But, like, what resists grass and fighting? Nothing. Fucking nothing. Because Gyarados is part water. What happens if you let Leafeon do what it wants turn 1? It just means that, like, turn 1, I need to be able to swap in something that doesn't die to Solar Blade. Solar Blade's, I assume, not a contact move. It is a contact move. Are we able to get these KOs with acrobatics, then? Probably not. Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, just like, how do we preserve the HP? How do we save those Hewlett-Packard points? Like, what do I even have that I could, like, I don't know, use a heart scale on, maybe? For, like, moves? Haunch Crow, you got anything weird? You get Tailwind, but I think you already have Tailwind. That's good. Thank you for learning Tailwind at a level that I had you at. You know, Ledian, I'm honestly really impressed. You actually, you do live all these because you quad resist. Fuck. Do we have something that, like... The problem is that then we sack Ledian, right? Well... No. This is so fucking stupid. No! Oh my god. Do we have something that dies to specifically Scorching Sands? And, like, Solar Blade kinda doesn't matter? Because, like, we could do... Turn 1 Tailwind, swap a Pokemon that dies to Scorching Sand and Solar Blade into Ledian. Ledian always lives. Turn 2, Ledian encores Torkoal. Ooh, but if we encore Torkoal into Scorching Sands, there's a chance it'll switch out, isn't there? And that would be bad. Okay, but I don't think we have a way to bait it into specifically Body Press. We do have a way to bait it into specifically Body Press. Okay. Yeah, we open with Zoroark. Swap to Ledian. Encore Body Press on Torkoal. We're never taking Heat Waves on Talonflame. This is so dumb. Dude, I love Pokemon. Pokemon's so fucking stupid, man. Because, yeah, like, crit Body Press plus crit Solar Blade is not going to kill Ledian. Like, Ledian has frickin' 131 minus 96 is 35 minus... Okay, 30, yeah. Minus 30. And that's assuming double crit, you know, it's like... If it doesn't crit... It still gets dropped below half, but we give it a Citrus Berry? Yeah, okay, hold on. Use Tailwind. So open Talonflame and Zoro. Use Tailwind. Swap to Letty. Okay, I think I'm gonna go. It's pretty late. Have fun in Run and Bun, April. Will do, Rose. Also, the other thing about locking it into using Body Press is that it means it never gets a chance to set up Stealth Rocks. Because it's too busy spamming Body Press. And hell, Ledian even gets, like, a nice switch out where it can... Oh, wait, no, it doesn't have U-turn yet. That's fine. Hell, funny enough, if you use Tailwind while Tailwind is currently up, it doesn't reset it, does it? Fails if the move is already in effect on the user side. Okay, so it does not. And you can't like refresh Encore, can you? Fails if the target is already under this effect, if it has not made a move. But Encore wears off at the end of the turn. Can't you just re-Encore them? Yeah, no, I think we can actually, chat? We're getting use out of Ledian! Okay, hold on. Best part is I don't even think we need to pre-damage Zoroark. It just dies so fucking easy. And for once, that's to our benefit. Yeah, we just gotta pre-damage Zoroark to frickin' 122. Hell, I can have more than one extra turn of Tailwind, because that's the thing, right? Talonflame can spam Roost. Yeah, Talonflame can like roost its HP back up. It can reset up Tailwind. Ledian can reset up Tailwind potentially. Even then, I don't even think we need Tailwind. We just need to like make sure we do this right. Okay, so pre-damage Zoroark to 122. Open Talon and Zoro, use Tailwind, swap to Ledi, OHKO Leafeon with Flare Blitz, swap Togedemaru, or swap, no, actually, so we're no longer swapping. Use Encore on Torque. Swap to Venu and, sorry, Torque and Venu. And Vina. Yeah, you definitely need the extra speed. Yeah, no, exactly. I just need to make sure I do my swaps right, so that way my Fake Out Mon comes in on the turn before, like, the turn I'm set to KO Torkoal. And yeah, I think it's like, we give Ledian a Citrus Berry, because if we give Ledian a Citrus Berry, we can, like, more effectively lock it into Body Press. Because, like, Hisuian Arcanine always lives critical hit Body Press. And as long as Stealth Rocks aren't up, it means that it's never taking Stealth Rocks damage. And then if we have either Tailwind up or a way to flinch Charizard, we are good. Okay. So swap to... Okay, so this is 3 turns... So this is 3 turns Tailwind, 3 turns Encore. 3T, Tail, and Onko. 4T, Tail. Just gotta make sure I'm tracking how many turns my things are up. OHKO. Venu with acrobatic, or not acrobatics, with Fablitz. Cause like Ledian, there's Bug Buzz, Encore, Tailwind, Defog. Yeah, no. I would probably want to swap to like Seismitoad. Because the thing I'm worried about is, I don't know, like how many... So this is, we're KOing this turn. It's stuck into using Body Press. Because I'm trying to figure out, like, what can I use to pre-damage Torkoal so that way Arcanine can kill it next turn, and I think the answer is Gyarados. We don't have the Mystic Water, but we do have the Muscle Band. And then on Arcanine with Hard Stone, that might not be enough. 45. Yeah. So this turn, Talonflame is killing Venusaur. I suppose we could genuinely just leave Talonflame in against Torkoal to stall. Like, if we can just keep swapping, well... Because Encore and Tailwind end on the same turn, which is an issue. Oh, wait. If there's only one Pokemon on the field, it's considered, like, single target damage, right? Am I understanding that correctly? Like, once you... hold on. Mechanics changes, Control F, double, okay. Because I know that there's, like, the bug, where if you do an attack and it KOs the right side slot, or maybe the left side slot, the other slot takes damage as though it's a single battle. I'm just making sure, like... Hold on, is Newt currently live? I might go bug Newt, and ask him in his chat. Oh, Newt is currently live. Okay, just a second. Newt, I'm live. I have...
First line.
Question.
Is that Typhlosion comes in. The AI doesn't consider... New, I'm live, you have a question. What's up, what's up?
I'm in a double battle, but I've...
What is your question?
Taken out one of the trainers.
Or should I say quenched?
Rock Slide do damage to
a double battle, but you've taken out one of the trainers. Okay.
Trainer. Does Rock Slide do damage to the remaining trainer?
Hold on, I'm just gonna level up your fucking stream. Give me 1 second.
A single battle. No, don't pull up my stream, because then I'll hear myself talk. And that's misery.
Oh, does Rock Slide do damage? It does do damage to the remaining player as if it is a single battle, I believe. Why isn't Twitch loading? What the hell? Okay, whatever. It looks like you got your question answered, so I'm not going to go to your stream.
Okay.
I hope it works out for you. Right, all you needed? Hell yeah. I'll probably...
Chat, he didn't sound confident. I gotta take this to the fucking runandbun Discord. I just hate going to the runandbun Discord to ask embarrassingly simple questions. And this is an embarrassingly simple question. But it's one I need answered. You KO one of the two trainers in a double battle. Rock Slide now does damage as if it were a single battle. Right? I'm sure I could find it written somewhere. Because I know it's mentioned in the bug log in reference to the glitch. Only if it was follow and kill. I don't mean the glitch. I just mean for the remainder of the fight. Or does it only do that for left slot glitch? There are multiple spread bugs? Oh, I love to hear that. Okay, let me look at the freaking runandbun bug list. Double battle related bugs. Left guy bug. AI doesn't recognize a partner Pokemon as correctly fainted in battle, meaning it can be discouraged to use Earthquake even if it's the only Pokemon remaining on the other side of the field. What? Huh. Even if there isn't a Mon in slot 2. Okay. If the AI only has one Pokemon and it's in the right side, it will always take reduced damage from spread moves used by the player. So I'm glad I double checked this. But I checked. Okay. So Pokemon on the left side, which immediately takes damage afterwards, takes full single target damage. Huh. Bringing in an Intimidate Pokemon in a double battle from a pivot move, such as Flip Turn, U-Turn, Volt Switch, causes Intimidate to trigger at the end of the turn instead of immediately upon switching in. Fascinating. Okay, yeah. So I need to be a little more cautious about this. I do also need to consider, like, with a Citrus Berry, Ledian is truly never taking that much damage from Torkoal. Like, I think it can just kind of stay in. And if we wait for the turn where Tailwind and Roost both wear off at the same time, or Tailwind and Encore, as long as we have Talonflame and Ledian on the field, we just use Tailwind and Encore again. So OHKO Venusaur with Flare Blitz. Chip. Torque with, at least because I assume, speed 102. I actually think you're slower than Venusaur. That's crazy. Yeah, so I suppose Chip Torkoal with Bug Buzz. With Bee Buzz. 2 turn Tail and Enco. Use Roost. Chip Torque with Buzz. End of Tail and Unco. Because my thought at that point, Torkoal will definitely see kill. I am worried that if it does get off too many body presses, though, Ledian could be in danger. Like, if we leave Talonflame on the field, as long as it gets a Roost off, it's not taking that much. Like, it never takes more from Heat Wave than it heals. Barring, like, yeah, like the highest possible crit. Okay, and a few rolls below that. Because, yeah, in theory, we don't need a Fake Out Mon as long as we have Tailwind up and Arcanine on the field. And, like, Torkoal will definitely see a Heat Wave KO on Ledian the turn that Encore wears off. So I could... Because if it sees a KO with Heat Wave, it'll go for Heat Wave, which Arcanine swaps into really good. I could Roost? I mean, at this point, Talonflame definitely won't have its Citrus Berry anymore. Yeah, I can, like, Acrobatics to chip it, or I could Roost. The main thing is just making sure that Arcanine doesn't get hit by Scorching Sands. Rock Slide does a lot. But also obviously not KOing Torkoal before we're ready. I can just be really careful about how I chip it. Which doesn't exactly instill confidence, but... I mean, slapping it with a crunch does good damage. Because, yeah, if it always takes damage... Because it's in the right slot, so it always takes damage as though it's a double battle. Like, I don't think this chunk of the fight is that difficult. We kind of have our pick of the litter, right? Of, like, how we want to handle this. We essentially just need to, like, swap in a guy who can make damage happen. Dragon Scale doesn't boost the power of Dragon-type attacks, right? Like, it's like, what, Dragon Fang? Which is the held item list. We have the Pixie Plate, we have the Black Belt, we have the Metal Coat. Yeah, Dragon Fang is in Jagged Pass. We're getting close to the charcoal. Okay. Because, yeah, we don't have anything to make any of these stronger. Is Torkoal supposed to be on the left side or the right side? It's supposed to be on the right side because it's the first Pokemon in. In theory, we could boot up the game to test that real quick, just to make sure, but I do believe that is the order. And if it's not, the fight just gets strictly easier for us, which is nice, but I don't want to take those chances. I think Seismitoad... Yeah, Seismitoad probably swaps into Ledian. Gets, It does take the most from Body Press out of pretty much anyone, which is a little awkward. But I think, like, Soft Sand, Mud Shot. Or no, not Soft Sand. Wise Glasses, Mud Shot. 'Cause we want to do some damage, but not too much damage. Low end is 55. That does 80 damage. 145 minus 80 is 65. And then Arcanine with a hard stone does 66 damage with Rock Slide. Okay, that's how we can do it. Because we never have to worry about Torkoal, like, body pressing into freaking Togedemaru. Okay. So we do that. We can then swap into Arcanine, who always lives a body press. So... one-hit KO Venusaur with Flare Blitz. Swap Letty with Size. So pre-damage Zora to that. Equip Size with Wise Glasses. Equip Tallow with Citrus. And I don't think we ever have to worry about Ledian getting nuked by Body Press. Hold on. I think we did this math. I think there's a small range. Crit Solar Blade is 96. Yeah, we always live. Plus 10 extra HP, 133. Oh wait, sorry. We have 143. Or sorry, 141. Minus 123 is 18. Critical hit body or regular body press could kill. This is like worrying about like getting crit 4 times in a row. Which is probably a smidge unnecessary. I was not expecting this fight to be such a demon. Okay. So. Do I really need to give Ledian like 4 Oran berries, because okay, Ledian is definitely going to get body press, or no, actually, it's going to click Heat Wave. I don't know how it determines who to target with body press after we use, or after it clicks a multi-target move. Maybe it just picks one at random. Thankfully, that doesn't matter. Yeah, we'd have to take. I don't even think a critical hit body press into Talonflame because we're guaranteed not getting hit turn 1, and that's the main thing. We just give Talonflame and Ledian Citrus Berries. Equip Tallow. And Ledi with Citrus. Swap Ledi with Size. Use Roost. Chip Torque with M. Shot. That's the end of Encore. Torkoal never uses Scorching Sands into the Seismitoad slot, which is good. It's a shame Seismitoad can't kill Charizard. Okay, yeah. At this point, Torkoal would only ever go for Heat Wave or Body Press into Seismitoad slot, which means we never have to worry about getting Scorching Sanded. Even if we get crit body pressed, it's fine. Use Tailwind. Swap Size for... wait, hold on. Swap to Torque. Equip Size with Wise Glasses. Equip Arca with Hard Stone. Swap Seismitoad for Arcanine. And hell, at this point we can kind of do whatever we want, can't we? At least with Talonflame. I suppose at this point we could Roost with Talonflame. Use Roost. KO. Torque with R Slide. Swap to Char. 4-turn Tail. Turn Tail. Hell, actually, as long as Talonflame's on the board, we don't actually need to be faster the turn Charizard comes in. Talonflame, how much damage do you do to Torkoal if you're not holding an item? Kind of a lot, but not enough to be safe. Yeah, we're fine. Swap to Char. Use Acrobatics. OHKO. Char with R Slide. 2T Tail. Well, Jesus, that was a fucking nightmare. But we did it. Oh, hey Newt. We've been calcing this fight ever since stream started. Like, deceptively difficult double battle. But I think we finally got the line, and you know what? It gets some use out of Ledian. I'm really happy about that. Yeah, we're finally, like, we're using Encore for silly shit. And then as, like, an extra, I don't know, fucking, I don't want to rely on Stone Edge. Wild Charge. Yeah, you outspeed Charizard for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. We'll bring like Rapidash in case something goes wrong. I don't think something will go wrong. I'm pretty sure this is perfectly consistent. So let's like actually play the video game. An hour and a half into stream and we finally get to touch the game. Yeah. I'm fucking warm. That could be the sweater. Oop. Hold on, let me... There we go. Yeah, low-key, this fight still kind of scares me. Okay. But yeah, no, we're actually taking advantage also of the fact that Zoroark dies really easily. But to, like, very specific things. Grab Talonflame. We need Ledian. Hi, Marps. And Seismitoad. And Arcanine, because of course we need Arcanine. And Rapidash is a just in case. Okay. So we are going to give Scalpel a citrus berry. We are going to give Marps a citrus berry. I don't think we need to give Felice anything. We'll give him black glasses just in case something goes wrong and he gets like swapped in and has a chance to like murk something. I think it's in the box. Because it's always in the fucking box. Okay, move items. But yeah, how are things in your end tonight, Newt? Hardstone. Don't need to give that to any of you, actually. Is anyone currently holding the Wise glasses? No more Mr. Wise glasses. Damn, I got everything holding a citrus berry right now. Okay. So yeah, we are going to give Break the Wise glasses. So that way it does enough damage, but not too much damage. Yeah. Oop. Yeah, Chiptor with Mud Shot. And then Camion. We don't have the Charcoal, but we can give you the Muscle Band. Or no, we'll give you Soft Sand. Okay, we now need to pre-damage Felice to 122. Pre-damage slot 2 to 122. Okay. Epic. Because just making sure the lowest range Torkoal can kill Felice at is 122 damage with Body Press, but that's still high enough for it to never go for Heat Wave. Yeah. And actually, oh god, do you still outspeed if you're paralyzed? You don't. Okay, good. We can also pre-paralyze Felice, because I just realized I'm like, oh shit. Stealth Rock's the same priority as Slow Kill. We don't have Iron Ball, but we do have pre-para strats. That works. Okay. Scripting. Yeah, so... Copy, paste, pre-para, slot 2. Nice. Okay, yeah. Felice, while paralyzed, has a speed of 36, and this is before we get Tailwind set up. Thank you, my dear loyal Vizier, for letting me break your spine. It's cool. I did it in a hot and sexy way. Out here with my Little Caesars hot and sexy pizza. Anyways. Fucking... Okay. Final item check. Scalpel has Citrus Berry. You have whatever. Marps has Citrus Berry. Breek has Wise Glasses. Hamilton has Hearthstone. Camion doesn't need to be here, but in case we need Camion, in case of emergency, ooh, actually, maybe we should get... Should we get Seadra? No, Seadra doesn't do that much damage. It's actually really embarrassing how little damage Seadra does. And Rapidash at least naturally outspeeds Charizard, so like you could in theory get in like 2 Fire Lashes. Yeah, we should give Rapidash the Muscle Band actually. Okay. Why haven't you evolved Seadra? What do you mean why haven't I evolved Seadra? I have a Kingdra. I probably just said Seadra on accident. Also, just making sure all of my guys are like good on Move PP. They are. Cool, cool, epic style. Alright. So, we've got a Sun Battle. And it's kind of spooky. Going to save the game. Okay. So the strategy is to open with Talonflame and Zoroark, set up Tailwind while I swap to Ledian, KO Leafeon with Flare Blitz before it has a chance to KO Ledian because we're now faster in Tailwind with Flare Blitz. Ledian then uses Encore to lock Torkoal into Body Press. We can then KO Venusaur, also with Flare Blitz, while we swap Seismitoad out, or we swap Ledian out for Seismitoad. Seismitoad softens up Torkoal while Talonflame roosts off all the damage it took using Flare Blitz. It has a Citrus Berry to make sure we did the math. Talonflame always lives using 2 Flare Blitzes, and then I believe also a crit Body Press. It should be fine. Say hello to Kindler Bryant and Aroma Lady Shayla. Out comes Scalpel and Camion. Camion is not actually Camion. Camion is Zoroark. Thankfully, the AI knows that Camion is Zoroark. We are going to have Scalpel set up Tailwind. We are going to swap Camion for Marps, who inexplicably lives Body Press and Solar Blade really, really well. Leafeon consumes its Grass Gem. We love a Quad Resist. Body Press. Perfect. Okay, we have the setup. Our team is now incredibly fast. Because we are incredibly fast, Talonflame can now one-hit KO Leafeon, benefiting from that Sun boost with Flare Blitz. It is now about 100 speed points faster in Tailwind. And now Marps is able to use Encore to lock Torkoal into Body Press. Excellent. We should take about 30% of our max HP from that. Okay. We would prefer to see it target Marps. Thankfully, Scalpel is going to proc its own Citrus Berry before it has a chance to body press again. Out comes Venusaur. We don't really care what Venusaur's up to. We're gonna Flare Blitz it. And Marps is now going to swap out for Seismitoad. I do worry that if Scalpel gets crit here, it could be dangerous. Thankfully, again, Flare Blitz does about 30% of our max HP and then procs our Citrus Berry. So we basically heal off most of the damage we're about to take. That did more than I thought it would. Okay. What? Does Citrus Berry not proc from recoil? Hold on. What? What? Flare Blitz, item-related bugs. Life Orb, Pinch Berry. Big Nugget, Fling, Eject Pack, an Electric Rest, Focus Sash, can activate multiple times. Gems only increase. Residual damage boost will not be granted. If a Pinch Berry is triggered from residual damage, its boost will not be granted even though the game text... Where can we activate it? I see nothing in the bug list that should have stopped me from healing? What? Pokemon remaining on their side. A Custap Berry can be activated mid-turn in battle. It's... Flare Blitz can induce burns using powder. So then take recoil damage. I am seeing literally nothing in the bug list that would have said its ability, like, nothing should have stopped me from healing. What? I just got back. What happened? So we took recoil damage, which should have procced our Citrus Berry, but it didn't. There was nothing that stopped our Citrus Berry from being used, yet our Citrus Berry wasn't used. I'm not seeing anything in the bug list, and I am tempted to call bullshit and walk back, because, like, is there a bug that stops you from healing with... There's probably something. I'm trying to figure out what there's something that stops you from healing with Citrus Berry after recoil. Or related to Flare Blitz. I don't see it in the bug list. Hold on. Yeah, no, it's like... I think so, at least. Many such cases. Okay. Because I'm not seeing something, like, I have asked in the Discord, I'm like, is there a bug that stops you from healing a Stitch Sparrow after recoil damage? Someone says yes. I don't see it in the bug list. Someone says, I think so at least. Many such cases. Oops. I'm genuinely, like, I don't see it documented anywhere. Trace in Double Battle, Shield Dust, Skill Link, Magic Guard, Libero, Ice Fang, Emergency Exit, Disguise, Corrosion, Analytic. There's nothing related to Drought. Sun, nothing related to Sunlight. Double battle related bugs. Left guy bug. Double battles can start with the opponent's slots being reversed to what they should be. Only happens in double battles composed by 2 trainers saving and reloading right before a double battle prevents this issue. AI doesn't recognize a partner Pokemon as fainted. Custat Berry can activate mid-turn. If the AI only has 1 Pokemon, yes, this is spread moves, bringing an intimidated Pokemon. If the player uses a spread move, am I crazy, or is there nothing in here about it? Because yeah, like Death from Entry hazards, when a Pokemon is switched in via an eject pack, Stealth Rock, Intimidate triggering competitive or defiant can result in other Pokemon getting the stat increase. That's funny. Things affect the calc. Triple Axle, Triple Kick, Electric's Evolution. Huh. Zygarde's ability on Drake is wrong in the calc. Some moves have the wrong accuracies written. Like, I don't know what did this. There is no reason Scalpel shouldn't have gotten that healing. Unless that's like just an actual Pokemon thing. Hold on. Pokemon Known bug list does not contain all known bugs. Run and bug. Am I allowed to call a walkback? Or is that BM then? True. Box dependent. Like, yeah, no, I just recoil, damage, and healing berries Pokemon. But like you do you, I would probably clause that. Okay, people are, yeah, I've gotten some of this recoil damage and drawback. That list was only up to date at the time it was compiled. Okay. Yeah, I think, like, if there's a bug, it's not in any of the documentation that I presently have. And, like, I think I'm allowed to walk back on a bug. I would pull the audience, but it's a very slow stream tonight. Which is quite a long time ago. Okay, yeah. My take is keep it going. Newt, that Scalpel is like one of the most important Pokemon on my entire team. I don't want to lose it to an undocumented bug. Like, I don't know if I'm being a whiny little bitch about it. Genuinely, like, there are things that get lost. You can actually provide a more up-to-date list, but it also probably doesn't have everything. It's not even that I should be expected to know every bug in the game. It's that it's like, it's not even written in any of the documentation that I have. Like, it might be written somewhere, but it's not in the place I have. Basically, there's no one document that contains every known bug in the game. That provides me some relief. Gonna clause it. This gives you permission to clause literally any bug. The candy nuzlocke simply masters astral projection to access the Akashic archives. Okay. Yeah, no, it's like it just wasn't written anywhere. I can't be fucking. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, chat. I understand if that's treated as cheese. Like, I'm gonna test this. I am going to literally just, like, walk around in the grass and, like, use... Oh, well, these are fire types. I want to, like, use Flare Blitz and, like, test if it procs after I do recoil damage to myself. Like, so also, again, if anything bad happens during these, they do not count. This is me simply testing how the game works. Okay, well, I probably can't do that with Houndoom. It's a cool Houndoom, though. It's another cool Houndoom. Well, that also, it has Unnerve. Yeah, no, like, the Torkoal has Drought. I simply don't understand. Okay, well, Skunk Tank might blow up. This is a bad idea. Try it in the desert? Yeah, maybe. It's a good test. Oh, that's true. Because, yeah, if I drop my HP low enough and then Sand Tick sends me over. Okay, well, I don't just want to die to a rock move. Again, okay, I just have to say, like, yeah, if something happens here, doesn't count, because we're just, like, testing mechanics. I don't care if... Okay. Because I need something that can, like, take something and live. And I don't think those things exist. But what I can do now, because my HP is so low... I'm gonna go fish? Yeah, like, I think I'm going to go fish up in the route next to this route. Because water types are more likely to survive. Perfect, Araquanid, the perfect test subject. Yeah, doesn't proc healing berries. Procs at the end of the turn. Just tested it. You consume the berry at end of turn. Okay, well, fuck, at least we know that now. Oh shit, hi Newt. I see your ass in there. I had that happen with Toge with Wild Charge, I think. So it is Blitz then, okay. Okay. Well, at least now we know that. Which means I do need to recalc my line. Flare Blitz. Oh, okay. It might be a Flare Blitz specific thing. Here. Hi, Hannah. You missed me losing Talonflame to a glitch that wasn't documented on the forums I had, so we walked back. we learned in real time that apparently if you use Flare Blitz, the check for healing with the berry is before you take recoil on Blitz. That's so funny. That's really funny. And so very sad. Yeah, okay. So yeah, okay, so that's like a Flare Blitz specific thing, I think. So it's specific then. You can also burn a mon that's protected. Oh, okay. Got it. Huh. Flare Blitz was coded in the pits of hell. Oh, and there's just a chance that it happens with other recoil moves. Yeah. So, like, with all due respect, I just walked it back. Because I'm like, I couldn't find that anywhere. I don't want to lose my literal best Pokemon to a goofy-ass bug. Unfortunately, it means I don't know how to calc this fight. You can get burned by Flare Blitz after protecting. It's insane. Yeah, someone in the Discord just said that. Okay. Fuck, man. Because it's like, theoretically, the line works if we don't get body pressed twice. But that's, like, really cheesing it, right? Like, oh, yeah, just don't get hit, Lamau. Well, getting hit's kind of part of the whole thing. Though I am curious... So, if you encore, I guess to see if my line has an easy way to be salvaged. If you encore a guy using a spread move into using a single target move, does it just flip a coin to see who gets hit? I mean, I already did the walk back, so I'm kind of like locked into it. I already reloaded the file. Either way, I will with honor upload this VOD to YouTube. Like, Encore and double battles targets randomly. Wait. Oh, so I might have just gotten unlucky. Yeah. Torkoal is using Heat Wave and then... but I encore it into using body press. Body press target randomly. I know it clicks the move. Goodness gracious, I feel like my question is not clicking. Clicks the... I know. Oh, hi Mojave. We're currently asking logistical questions. I know I'm asking if the target chosen when it's forced to body press the turn I clicked encore. Forced to body press the turn I clicked encore is random or not. Okay. I think it's just encore makes them always choose a random target. Which is annoying. Because it's like, if I had a way to, like, roost once in front of Venusaur, but I don't have a way to do that. Because Venusaur has Sludge Bomb, and Sludge Bomb does 70% of my max HP. And yeah, Encore on Ledian doesn't do enough, and Encore, Ledian's slower than Venusaur. I thought this line worked. I'm upset, chat. Like, I suppose... Talonflame, how much damage do you do to Venusaur without acrobatics, or without a held item? Not enough. Not nearly enough. Flare Blitz is really benefiting from the Sunlight boost. So I take it that we aren't winning at math right now. We experienced a bug that made us lose Talonflame, so we did a walk back. Because that bug was not listed in any of my documentation. Apparently, Flare Blitz checks to see if you heal from a berry before you do damage. So the idea was that I was going to use the move Flare Blitz that would knock our HP low enough to proc our Citrus Berry to heal us back up to be able to survive a body press. However, Flare Blitz checks to see if your HP is low enough to, like, proc a berry before you take the recoil damage. For the record, if you encounter a bug and are not, like, feigning ignorance to it, I let it slide. I was going to say, hello, Faulty Ear Chunk. Okay. And yeah, so it looks like good to know for the future. I was going to say, because that's just kind of, like, sad and unfortunate. Honestly, I feel like the thing that was much more bullshit that I did in the past was the fucking Roggenrola walkback. Like, I would consider that more cheese than what I've currently done. But anyways, hi Sebastian, hi Turtle. I hope you all had fun with Lies of P earlier. Also, thank you for the sub. But yeah. Like, people have done some wild shit to try to cheat into the Hall of Fame, so I have to draw a line somewhere. Wait a second. Wait just a fucking second. Didn't someone say your name earlier? Hold on. Oh, if you walk back, I don't think they'll accept your run into the Hall of Fame, but it's up to your game. My take is to keep it going, but it's nuzlocke. I feel like I saw someone mention Faulty would be the one to ask for a walkback here makes you eligible for Hall of Fame. But generally, the nuzlocke is up to the user's interpretations. Wait, are you like... Faulty or Chunk, are you one of the people who manages the Hall of Fame? Are you an involved person in that? Because I noticed this is not your first message in here. They, gotcha. Oh, that's why they replied to the message. I'm the one... Oh, shit. Okay. I mean, to letting people in. In that case, I guess for reference, I will link to you the paste, or I will link in chat the paste bin that has the bug list that I had access to. To my knowledge, I don't see anything related to the to Flare Blitz in general, but yeah. Like, though at that oh, don't worry, I believe you. I appreciate that. It's the standard one. Gotcha. In that case, I guess while you're here, I should run something past. We did have an experience earlier on in the run where when we made it to the Route 113 desert, we had gotten past the rock. I ran around in the sand for a while, assuming that I, was going to get my sand encounter, realized, oh, you actually need to beat the first trainer blocking the sand in order to get your encounter. So I went back, forgot to reapply my max repel when I rebroke the rock. I saw Roggenrola. I did, in fact, say I made it past the rocks the first time. The intent was very clearly there that I did not want the rocks encounter. I did, oh, you're fine, don't worry, Lamo. Okay, cool. That was the one thing where I'm like, this feels the most like maybe cheating because it was functionally a misclick. I caught the Roggenrola as a just in case, as like we'll decide my fate afterwards, but yeah. In case the thing I rolled in the desert was a Roggenrola anyways. Okay. Well, cool. Good to know. And I guess very cool to see that I have a respected member of the community hanging out in my chat right now. And judging by the fact that I do recognize your name, so I don't think that was the first time you posted in here. Still, though, I'm a whiles away from the Hoff. I don't know how to calc this fight then. Because, like, I can't just run it back with the exact same line, because then that's like, okay, well, now you know, you're doing this, like, you basically just got to reroll, hoping that it hits differently. I got ads right as you said, very cool to see, so now I'm clueless. I'll just wait until they're back. De Hoffman? Oh, is that like... Oh, wait. Oh, you're like one of the people... Are you the one with the Mien? Oh, you're still gone in ad hell. Oh, I'm back, don't worry. Are you one of the folks with the fucking... with the Mien Shao icon in the Discord? Neato. Oh, cool. Well. Apologies for all of the dumb questions, and thank you very much for all of the assistance you have given up until now. Alright, how the fuck do I do this? 1 + 1 does equal 2 most of the time. That's the frustrating thing, though, is that there's like that quantum space where 1 + 1 sometimes equals 2.5. Or it comes out to 3, and it's like, huh? But yeah, okay. So, I mean, maybe this line works if I pre-damage Talonflame. Because, like, I think in theory, Talonflame, if it gets hit by Body Press... Pi is actually just 3, real shit. Yeah, the range of damage on Body Press is 5. I think if I pre-damage Talonflame enough so that it always procs Citrus Berry after turn 1 if it gets hit by Body Press... But then if it doesn't... Because Talonflame got hit by Body Press twice. And died. So I wonder if I can engineer it in such a way that we always proc Body Press if we get hit by it the first turn. Or have enough HP to live 1 Body Press in both of our Flare Blitzes. If it doesn't hit us turn 1. Like, if we get hit by the second one. Because, yeah, I assume... So, I was informed in the Discord then that I guess, like, when a Pokemon is afflicted by Encore, they just kind of choose their targets completely randomly with the move that they're clicking. Okay, here, let's see... Flare Blitz into Leafeon is 143 HP. 143. Divide that by 3. Comes out to 47 because round down. So 154 minus 47 comes out to 107 HP. Encore attacking moves and doubles as Hella-Ock. I was relying on it in the same way that, like, I baited Staraptor into one of the earlier double battles into always using Quick Attack because it always saw that I got fast killed. And then just never killing Staraptor. I was hoping that I could get away with not needing to worry about it. But I was wrong. I thought that, you know, with Citrus Berry and the 2 Flare Blitzes, we always lived Body Press barring, like, the worst possible RNG. But yeah, without Citrus Berry proccing, that becomes an issue. So, Citrus on Talonflame procs at 157 divided by 2, 78 HP. Body Press's lowest damage is 26. 107 minus 26 is 81. Okay, so if I pre-damage by 3... I think that might do it. Because, like... Okay, let me get my notes open. Pre-damage Tallow to... Lose 3 HP, so that's 151. Oh, but yeah, the thing I said earlier while you were in Ad Hell was that it's really cool to have, like, a respected member of the community, someone who's clearly trusted enough to fucking help manage Hall of Fame in my chat. So, like, neat. I don't know. I think it's cool. Anyways, so pre-damage Talonflame to 151. So that way, the recoil off of Leafeon plus 1 hit of Body Press will knock us to there. Now, assuming that we don't get hit with... Well, okay. So first, we get knocked to 78. We get healed 154. Oop. 154 divided by 4 is 38. Okay, so we would heal for 38. And then on the following turn, 158 divided by 3 is 52. So we would take 52 damage, bringing us down to 64. Yeah, I don't think a crit body press ever kills us there. Yeah, does at most 47. And at that point we can spam, or we can use Roost like we plan to. Now let's assume that we don't get hit by body press turn 1. So this means that we take full damage from potentially body press and both of our flare blitzes, and then at the end of the round we get our healing. So 143 divided by 3, 47. So 154 minus 47 minus 52. Critical hit body press is 47. Okay. Yeah, no, our line was almost perfect. We just had to pre-damage ourselves by 3. And this makes it so that we always live the most awkward combination of, like, getting body pressed or not getting body pressed. Ooh, let me check one last thing, actually. I gotta make doubly sure. I'm pretty sure this works, but I do want to check what happens if I get double body pressed. Or hell, even like a high roll body press. So 154 minus 47. Plus 38 minus 52 is 93. Okay, minus 47 minus 47, we live. Wait. Okay. In theory, if we get crit twice and both crits high roll, that is the world where we die here. And at that point, I think that's an acceptable tolerance of risk. Cause yeah, what? Because body press tops out at doing 46. There are 2 ranges that do 46 damage, 1 range that does 47 damage. It would need to roll 47 at least once and 46 on the other. So that's like 0.0. Ooh, there's something loud outside. 0.0625 times 0.0625 to be crit twice times 0.0625 for the 1 max roll. And then what's frickin' 3 divided by 16 times 0.1875. Yeah, okay, so that's like a 0.4% chance of happening. So I believe this works. It should work. Jesus Christ, man. I love Pokemon Run and Bun. This game's so awesome. This game's so awesome. It's so dumb. All right, chat. Thankfully I already have the thing open. Pre-damage, slot number 1, 121. 151. Okay. And just making sure, at 151 HP, there's no world where Leafeon somehow sees a kill on me, right? No, 44% is its high roll. Highest damage Torkoal can do is Heat Wave at 35%. Okay. If it doesn't work this time, I give up. Oh, I was doing those numbers from 154, not 151. It's fine. Like, it's fine. Right? It's gotta be fine. God damn it. I don't want to do the numbers again. 151 minus 47 minus, I believe it was 58. I cleared my calculator history. God damn it. Venusaur. 158 divided by 3. It's 52. Minus 52. Plus critical hit body press. It's 47. Okay, we do live that. At 5. 151 plus 38. We get hit by, or we lose, minus 47 minus 52. Yeah, okay. It's literally just like the, we are in trouble if Torkoal coin flips into Talonflame both times, crits both of them, nearly perfect rolls all its damage. And at that point, like, literally, what the fuck am I supposed to do at that point? Chat, I gotta pee so bad. It's so cool. Pre-damaged. Everyone's got their shit. Okay. Let's see this line for real. Out comes Torkoal, out comes Leafeon. Out comes Scalpel, out comes Zoroark. Torkoal sets up Drought. Scalpel is going to set up Tailwind, so that way we can be faster than the Chlorophyll Pokemon. Camion, which is actually Zoroark, is going to swap to Marps. Marps is going to take Body Press and Leaf Blade really well. Please do not crit this time. That'd be really embarrassing. It doesn't change anything. It'd just be kind of embarrassing. Scalpel sets up Tailwind. Torkoal is going to use Body Press into the Ledian. Kick ass. Ledian takes damage. Ledian procs Citrus Berry. Realistically, I probably didn't need to give Ledian the Citrus Berry, but better safe than sorry. He's our only guy with Encore. Scalpel is now able to kill Leafeon with Flare Blitz. Marps is going to use Encore on Torkoal. If Torkoal body presses anything that isn't Talonflame, we're guaranteed to be... Wait, no, we're not guaranteed. Yeah, I think we're guaranteed to be fine. We take our damage. We have used Encore. Turn 1, or... We have 3 turns of both Encore. Okay, body pressed Marps. Cool. I believe now the recoil damage that we take from Flare Blitz plus a critical hit body press is not enough to kill Scalpel. Oop, hold on, let me just... 104. Venusaur has 158. because we are now doing actual math. 158 divided by 3 is fucking 52 and a decimal. So we have 104 minus 52 brings us down to 52 HP, as we have done the math before. The highest damage a critical hit body press can do to us is 47 damage. Flare Blitz on the Venusaur. We are going to swap Marps for Breek the Seismitoad. This is the second turn of Encore. Scalpel should go down to 52 HP. Torkoal uses Body Press. Of course, this time they both hit into the fucking Marp slot. I don't even care. I don't even care. This is the final turn of Tailwind, I believe. Or no, yeah. This is the final turn of Tailwind. This is the final turn of Encore. We are going to use Roost with Scalpel. We are going to use Mudshot with Breek into Torkoal. Because with Wise Glasses, this never kills. But it does do enough damage to guarantee that Arcanine can kill next turn. Just double checking. Sorry, let me get that blinking off the screen. With Wise Glasses, minimum damage is 80. Highest possible damage off of crit does 99.3%. This thing has, it does 144 damage. This thing has 145 HP. Perfect. We use Mudshot. Scalpel cannot die to this Torkoal. Its speed drops, that does not matter. Tailwind has petered out. The Encore has ended. However, Torkoal does still see that its highest damaging move into Breek is Body Press. Hold on, wait, let me make sure. I clicked his crit. Yes, the highest damage Torkoal can do into Seismitoad slot is Body Press. A critical hit Body Press on Arcanine does at most 80% of its max HP. There is either that or it chooses to go for Heat Wave. Honestly, we would love to see it go for Heat Wave. We are going to set up Tailwind with Talonflame. We are going to swap Breek for Hamilton. Heat Wave, nice. Does like 30% to Scalpel, don't get me wrong. It still definitely hurts. But not that much to Hamilton. Scalpel is going to use Roost. This is our second turn of Tailwind. We are going to KO Torkoal with Rock Slide. The reason we had to use Seismitoad is because of how double battles work. The right slot always takes damage as though there is a second Pokemon on the field. Okay. In comes Charizard. We are faster than it. We one-hit KO it with Rock Slide. There's not much more to it, actually. Out comes Charizard. Scalpel is going to use Acrobatics, because why not? Hamilton is going to use Rock Slide, because it kills. Good job, Scalpel. Crit mattered. Fuck this fight. Volt Flare, you were so right. Fuck this bullshit ass fight. Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't invalidate my run for that. Ah, sweet, we get more berries too. I don't want to do more fights. I mean, it's a single battle next. I can probably calc that easy enough. 67 Rostberries, let's go. That's like a high yield, I think. I think the top end for that is like 70 or 80. 31 person berries, that's fine. Thankfully, Excuse me. Thankfully, we're not hurting for persons. Is this Asper? It is Asper berries. Nice. All right, friends. Highest possible yield for citrus berries is 36. Pray for 30s. Like, pray for 30 up. I'll take it. I will absolutely take 30 citrus berries. Oh my god. Can I just see how many citrus berries I have? $95. And we have one trainer before our next encounter. Yeah, fuck it. I do need to pee. I've needed to pee for a minute. So I'm gonna do that. But first we're gonna go heal. Okay, cool. I'll be back in just a minute. Man, though, like, that was fucking awful. Alright. Fingers crossed this next fight is, less awful. Oh, Jesus. Defiant Primate with Expert Belt. Alright, buddy, you do a lot. Oh, but Talonflame can outspeed and kill you with a Muscle Band. I love Flare Blitz! Oh, wait. Set in Sun. Also set in Doubles. Do I want to calc this fight tonight? Am I truly ready? Hold on, wait. Muscle Band. Oh, do we KO with Acrobatics? Oh, okay, we're fine. We KO with Acrobatics. There we go. Earthquake, Poison Jab, Stone Edge, Close Combat. Nothing in it that stops it from getting one hit KO'd. Camper Merc. I'm really glad I didn't have to recalc that entire line, by the way. I'm so fucking happy that the line was fixable by simply fucking subtract 3 from max HP. Like, it wouldn't have even been an issue if Talonflame had, like... if Torkoal had rolled slightly more damage on its body press. I think probably 1 more damage would have ticked over our Citrus Berry. Okay. Oh, do you also get, like... Well, Poison Jab does a lot. You live it if it doesn't crit, but... Wishful thinking. Okay. Opens... Prime. Open Tallow. OHKO with Acrobatics. Now that I have to worry about this, unequip Tallow. Swap to Drapion, maybe. One thing is faster, so yeah, Drapion. Swap to Drap. It's definitely gonna go for Rock Slide. Ooh, Drapion gets fucking hard countered by Torterra. Goes for Cross Poison. Does Cross Poison just have a high crit rate? I know it can obviously also poison you, but... 10% chance to poison and a higher chance for critical hit. Oh, but there is also just, like, Steelix. Yeah, like, Earthquake does a lot, but... it's never gonna use it. And with Soft Sand, we 2 a KO with Stomping Tantrum, assuming critical hit and crit, Earthquake. Okay, crit Earthquake actually does do more than you would expect. Like, it's probably just Steelix, right? Because, like, without Soft Sand, it's a possible, but definitely not likely to hit KO. The problem is that Citrus Berry heals me for 25% of my max HP, which is, like... you know? It's like, do I have something that takes Rock Slide well and then baits Cross Poison? Not Roserade. I mean, because the fucking 4 damage chip that we get from Rock Slide really changes that much. Oh, Earthquake crit does so much because it has Sniper. Okay, that explains it. Yeah. 10% chance to poison off of Cross Poison isn't that bad. Like, as long as we have a Pecha Berry, we can use Synthesis. Because obviously we can never get crit. This thing's also fast as fuck. Rapidash, why do you tank rock moves so well? Like, yeah, the things that outspeed it are freaking Rapidash, Zoroark, and Talonflame. Like, literally the only issue is if we get crit by, or if we get poisoned by Cross Poison. Like, we can literally calc out the maximum amount of damage we could take, assuming we have a Pecha Berry. So, like, let's say we take max damage from Rock Slide. 176 minus 14 is 162. We then get hit by Cross Poison. We're assuming we don't have Soft Sand here, so we don't 2-hit KO. Or we don't 1-hit KO. So now it's just a mostly tanks really well. Yeah, Jesus Christ, critical hit on Sniper is so scary. Okay. We then take 42 damage. We have a Pecha Berry. We heal, like, we take the cross poison damage. We heal it off. We use Earthquake. I'm actually wondering if Synthesis heals more. Potentially Synth Up. Because, like, what does Torterra bait in? Does it have, like, a guaranteed thing that it baits in? Probably Scyther, right? Oh, yeah, definitely Scyther. Ooh, and it baits in Scyther on dual Wing Beat. Perfect. It could bait in Scyther on Bug Bite, but, like, that's fine. Point is, we can... I suppose if we do, like, a little bit of pre-damage to Togedemaru. Because I'm thinking, like, ooh, bait in, get hit by, like, Bug Bite or dual Wing Beat. Then we use Fake Out. Then we use Spiky Shield. Then we kill it with Zing Zap. It's faster than us, so, actually, that wouldn't be a great idea. Ooh, but actually, if we swap to Togedemaru, it is kind of a free swap back to Talonflame. Yeah, there's also probably a good chance Arcanine could just kill it. Because it never goes for Swords Dance as long as it sees that it kills. I don't know, I'm getting ahead of myself. We were calcing Drapion. So we lose another amount of HP to Cross Poison. 42. And then an eighth of our max HP. So that's 176 divided by 8. It's 22. This is assuming we get poisoned twice. We could drop down to 56. Just 32 HP. Or 32%. I think we're pretty safe from never encountering fucking Trevenant second, right? Getting Trent over here. Yeah. And like the damage that we take from Rock Slide into 2 Cross Poisons, as long as we don't heal ourselves, will definitely be enough to always bait Dual Wing Beat over Swords Dance. Because fast kill. And yeah, if we swap in Togedemaru, and we like pre-damage Toge just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Equip Tort with Citrus Berry. Swap to Drap. Swap to Tort. 2-hit KO with Earthquake. Swap to Seize, or sorry, Psy. Sight. Scyther comes in. We'll calc around it going for Bug Bite instead of Dual Wing Beat. We need to make sure that Togedemaru's HP is low enough so that after Dual Wing Beat it always baits Brick Break. So 13 damage twice. Is 26. So 90 plus 26 is 116. Although I suppose actually... Well, no, because we want a Spiky Shield date. Fake Out plus 1 tick of Iron Barb's chip isn't going to be enough. But I think Fake Out plus 2 ticks of Iron Barb's chip. So, let's see. This thing has 150 max HP. 150 divided by 8 is 18. So, 150 minus 18 minus 18 minus lowest roll on Fake Out is 103. Talonflame does 90 with acrobatics. Ah, Eviolite, that's why. And I imagine we aren't going to get that much extra damage with the Silk Scarf. Like, we could try to get Finagly with Torterra's HP to try to guarantee that Scyther goes for dual Wing Beat, but that's kind of difficult. Like, we need to fall between the range of 77.2% and 69.3%, because we want to be over Bug Bite but below DW, because we don't want to be too high that it clicks Swords Dance instead. How much did this do with Silk? Not that much extra. 14 over, what, 11? Yeah. That's minus 3. That just brings it down to 100. Flare Blitz does 98. It's not bad, but is it good enough? We could also just honestly, like... Is there ever a range where dual Wing Beat into, like, Brit Break kills Arcanine? Maybe, but it's not likely. So I think we can honestly probably just raw swap into Arcanine and kill it with Rock Slide, can't we? I don't think I have anything that baits specifically Bug Bite. We wouldn't want to give Arcanine a Citrus in case it got Bug Bit. But yeah. Assuming we got crit once by dual Wing Beat. 181 minus 36. Minus 24. 121. I'm going to do a crit brick break. It's 116. Yeah, so I would need to get crit 3 times, which I think is an acceptable risk tolerance. Eviolite Technician. Yeah, just get it with Rock Slide. It's like our only thing that has a rock move. We need more rock types, honestly. We actually... Do we really only have the one? Kind of crazy. Okay. I don't think it actually needs the Hardstone here. It does not need the Hardstone here. Swap to Arca OHKO with our Slide. Out of curiosity. Yeah, okay, plus 2 attack. So we just got to make sure. Well, thankfully, Arcanine's HP will always be low enough fighting Drapion if we don't ever heal. We always take at least 2 cross poisons and a Rock Slide. That's like 40% plus. Yeah. And there's no world where we ever bait Brick Break. So that's perfect. And of course, if Scyther goes for Bug Bite into Arcanine, that's even better. Swap to Trevenant. Straight up, I do not know what Trevenant would go for. Hornleech doesn't do that much to Haunchcrow. Okay, we equip Haunchcrow with a Rostberry. They speed tie, which is funny. Yeah, I think as long as we keep using knockoff, like, how does Harvest interact with knockoff? Hold on. So of course also Talonflame. Because, like, I'll be real, I don't know what Trevenant would do into Arcanine. It sees that it gets 2-hit KO, but I don't think... Substitute has weird AI. Hornleech, Shadow Claw. Yeah. Starts at +6. If the player mon is asleep, additional +2. Player mon is leech seeded, or the AI mon is faster. And it does count speed ties as always being faster. So I believe against... Yeah, we need something with the sound move, which annoyingly is Zoroark. But Hornleech... That's a grass move. Yeah, I suppose Zoroark would just take a lot of damage from a strong physical hit. Oh, but that's specifically if the player mon is leech seeded and the AI mon is faster. It's an additional +2. But Ash is like a decent option, but Shadow Claw does so much, and it is high crit. Could take advantage of our Intim Mons, but I don't think stat drops work through Substitute. It's so frustrating because, like, Snarl makes it so that Zoroark can kill this thing super easy. Yeah, it's just always going for Hornleech. I suppose if we swap to Gyarados, because it'll never go for Will-O-Wisp turn 1. Gyarados outspeeds. So it's either Hornleech, Shadow Claw, or Substitute, but Intimidate at least gets the stat drop off on the turn we come in. Harvest, what are your odds of proccing outside of Sun? %50 chance each turn. Notably, it's the last item this Pokemon used is a berry. So I think if you, like, get them with knockoff, they do not get the Benny benefits. The berry benefits. You're like a comically annoying guy to deal with. Because it's like, Haunchcrow can't get you with Sucker Punch. Like, if we had a safe way to get Zoroark in turn 1, we kind of don't. I suppose if it doesn't go for Shadow Claw, we could swap to Ledian, lock it into Hornleech. Because Substitute makes it immune to knockoff or Encore, right? Is Encore sound based? Bypasses Substitute. Okay. So in theory on Arcanine, we could pivot to something that baits Hornleech. Sawsbuck wouldn't be bad. Because, like, if we bait Hornleech, Will-O-Wisp, or Substitute, any of those is fine. Because... yeah. Ooh, or if we're lucky... oh, no, we'd never get Shadow Claw. Yeah, so we swap to Sawsbuck. It'll either go for Will-O-Wisp or Substitute. Or Hornleech. Because I'd really prefer to lock it into Shadow Claw. But if we get locked into Hornleech, it means we can knock off and KO it. It just might take like 2 or 3 hits. And if Honchkrow gets locked into Will-O-Wisp, that's still kind of fine, as long as we give it like a Rossberry. Okay. I don't like that I'm using 3 guys to fight this tree, but it's kind of all I've got. Unless, no, First Impression doesn't do anything. April, you fucking moron. What made you think First Impression would do damage? Because, yeah, Sawsbuck always lives crit Hornleech. And then it can only hit it with Hornleech or one of these. Swap to Letty. Letty outspeeds. Letty can lock it into Encore. It can't swap out of a bad situation because it's the last Pokemon. Okay. Kind of crazy that our only normal type is Sawsbuck, by the way. I was not expecting a lack of normal types to be one of our issues. So swap to Trev. Swap to Saws. Swap to Letty. Use Encore. Swap to Honk. Honk. Where are you, Honchkrow? There you are. And I suppose, actually, even if we do speed tie, we could still set up Tailwind. I suppose the one worry is using Encore on the turn it sets up Substitute, right? Because, like... Set up Tailwind. Use Knockoff. Yeah, we kind of get stuck in the same situation, don't we? But I suppose it does provide us the opportunity to get Tailwind set up. If we need it. I think this works. This feels dumb. This feels like a dumb, bad plan. Hidden Power Ice doesn't get past anything here. It's like... Truly, if Zoroark wasn't, like, dead to most rolls all the time on crits. So, like, if I'm faster than you, if I'm dropping your attack with Intimidate, we 2-hit KO with Crunch. Ice Fang could flinch. But Crunch does... Looks actually, we wouldn't have a Muscle Band, we would have a Rostberry. I think we're fine. I don't think we need this big elaborate line. I think we just need, like, Gyarados. I think we just need, like, Gyarados. And, like... See, Ledian's good because Ledian does bait Shadow Claw to give Zoroark a turn to swap in. Sound-based moves do bypass Substitute. Of course, we still die to a crit. That's always the problem, isn't it? I don't know. I kind of feel like we just bring 3 guys who are good at dealing with Trevenant. Bring Gyarados, bring Honchkrow. Bring friggin' Hitmonchan, get him with the Roach Chop. Ooh, Talonflame actually specifically baits Shadow Claw, which is fun. I would love to have something that didn't take a lot of damage from this thing and could heal up with, like, Synthesis. Rapid Spin doesn't clear away Substitute, does it? Well, it wouldn't matter because it's a Ghost type. I wonder, though, can Rapid Spin do that? All hazards are removed from the user side of it. No. Okay. Because also it heals so much off of Zoroark if it manages to get off Horn Leech. Because I would need to make sure, if I could just make sure that I'm not locking it into using Substitute. We do have the option of Steelix. Steelix has Screech. Which means all we need to do is, like, if we can get the thing's defense to -2, like... There you go, Gyarados, like, 1-hit KOs with Crunch. Because Screech is a sound-based move. So, like, no matter what it goes for, we don't care if it burns us, we don't care if it does big damage, we don't care if it substitutes. We Screech once, we swap to Honchkrow. If Honchkrow, like... The speed tie is annoying. But it's tolerable, because at that point we're just waiting for it to use a move. Or no, wait, we're bringing Gyarados. Because Gyarados uses Crunch. And then if it's behind a substitute, we clear it away, we're faster than it, we can now 1-hit KO it with Crunch. Okay. Swap to Honk. Swap to Stee. Use Screech. Swap to Gyara. OHKO with Crunch. Equip Tort with the Citrus Berry. Equip Gyarados with a Frost Berry. Just in case we get burned. And if things get truly annoying, we can, like, swap back to Talonflame. So I think for our 6th Pokemon, it's like, in case Trevenant somehow comes in before Scyther, I want something that can, let's see, Gyarados. Yeah, always baits Dual Wing Beat, more or less. So we can bring... Well, no, because we don't want to bait Brick Break. Oh yeah, so Gyarados always baits Dual Wing Beat, which means it's a clean swap into Arcanine. Cool. In that case... Yeah, I guess we can just bring, like, Honchkrow. In case of emergency, eat crow. Equip gear. And haunch. Yeah. I want to do one more fight because we get our next encounter after this. I know that it's like we're very low on people right now, but like, fuck it. After that whole thing we had to deal with earlier, I have earned it. Okay. Unless, of course, the thing we encounter in the cave is a wheezing and it blows up on us turn 1, which would be really unfortunate. Okay, Talonflame. Hi, Scalpel. We need Torterra. We need Arcanine. We need Steelix. We need Gyarados. Aramaya's debut. We need a honky tonky crow. A haunchy crunchy. Okay, so let me just get their items. So that way I'm not seeing damage boost. Rostberry. I should note that Gyarados does take a substantial amount of damage from Trevenant, actually, without Intimidate. Steelix doesn't have Scary Face anymore. I could bring Granbull. Does Scary Face bypass Substitute? I don't know why it would. It does not bypass Substitute. Okay. But Play Rough from Granbull can break Sub. Ooh, Granbull takes even more damage from Trevenant without Intim. We could bring in Flygon to first impression and then Bulldoze for Haunch. So we Screech, we swap in, but Flygon also takes way too much damage. Definitely would not be able to live 3 turns. Bitch, why do you do so much damage? Why do you do so much damage to me? It's really annoying, you do way too much damage for whatever the fuck that you do. Lucario, how much you do with Ice Punch? An amount, not enough. Like... Something like we set up Tailwind, we use Knockoff, we use Knockoff. I'm just trying to think about like getting rid of its Citrus Berry, because I think if Citrus Berry is knocked off, it can't be harvested, right? Hold on. Can you harvest back a berry after knock off? Harvest cannot restore a berry. Pickup. Harvest can recover berries that were originally another Pokemon's but transferred. Oh, cute. Hold on. Berries held by the target of Bug Bite or Pluck do not count as the user's last consumed item and cannot be restored by the user's harvest. Okay. Berries knocked off with knockoff or berries eaten with Bug Bite or Pluck. Restore a berry. Shit, actually. Honchkrow, can we give you fucking... Can someone learn Bug Bite? Probably not. I suppose, like, Flygon, but... Yeah, Flygon can. The only H Pokemon that can learn it is Heracross. Because the problem with fighting this thing with Gyarados, it's truly just the fact that it's like Shadow Claw's a high crit move. So even if we drop its attack with Intimidate, like... Hold on, what? Yeah, like... We would just take so much damage. Depending on our HP value, we could also just like raw swap back into Talonflame and get it. Well, we couldn't get it. Flare Blitz doesn't do enough, but... We need a thing that can live hits. So I think maybe actually... maybe we don't give Haunch Crow the Rostberry. Maybe we just give it a citrus? No. Theoretically, we could break its substitute with Steelix. Yeah, substitute, or Stomping Tantrum is 27%. Okay, we can break its substitute with Steelix before we swap to Haunch Crow, just to, like, maximize our odds. Do we want something else for this? No, I don't think we do. What's it gonna use into Steelix? Anything. Yeah. So we should probably also give Steelix a Rostberry in case it gets burned. So that way it has enough HP to break sub. I feel like I'm undercooking this fight. I feel like I should be thinking harder right now. We don't need the Hard Stone on Hamilton to be able to one-hit KO Scyther. Good. We obviously can't be burned. Don't want to get hit by Bug Bite on Scyther, so we shouldn't give it one of those items. We could give Arcanine Flamethrower. Or, not Flamethrower, but, Wise Glasses, which I think something else is holding right now. Yeah. Because if we give it Wise Glasses, depending on how much HP it has by the time Trevenant comes in, we could potentially stay in to get a huge Flamethrower off. Suppose we could pre-poison Haunch Crow, maybe? We'd take a lot of damage from that. It would only be 2 ticks of poison damage before a Citrus Berry. Like, we would take as much damage as we'd heal from a Citrus. So yeah, probably not. Okay. Talonflame has no item. Torterra has Pecha Berry. Hamilton has Wise Glasses. Dollop has Rostberry. Give Aramaya. Marguerite. Rostberries. I'm kind of dubious about this. I suppose the nice thing is that, in theory, if Trevenant sees, like, a kill on, the only way Trevenant would ever see a kill on Honchkrow is presumably after we've made an attack that knocked off its, substitute, which means we can theoretically sucker punch it. I think we've got options here. We should also honestly probably do Steelix then Gyarados, so that way getting off an Intimidate at least like you know, it's going to guarantee at least a little less damage, which means more survivability for Honchkrow. Like, one of its moves is high crit, but that's still only a 1 in 8. Okay. Item check. Scalpel, no item. Pechaberry on Turtle. Wise Glasses on Hamilton. Rostberry on Dollop, Aramaya, and Marguerite. Scalpel is in first slot. This Primeape does not have a thing that will stop it from dying. Let's have a fair battle. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Hello, Camper Merc. He sends out Primeape. We send out Scalpel. Scalpel is faster in one-hit KOs with acrobatics. Okay. Next in line should be Drapion. Ooh, next in line actually might be Scyther. Because Scyther does a little more damage than it takes. Thankfully, getting Scyther in before Drapion I don't think affects too much. Okay, it's still Drapion. Oh, right, Drapion is Rock Slide. I completely forgot about that, yeah. Okay, we swapped the Turtle. Okay. We 2-hit KO with Earthquake. We would prefer to not get poisoned twice. High roll. Was there a chance we 1-hit KO'd? No, never, unless we crit. Which would have been fine. So yeah, it's going to get us with Cross Poison. Potentially Pursuit. Cross Poison. We have a Pechaberry in case it poisons us. It did not poison us. Okay. Now, we should see... Yeah, we have too much HP for Trevenant to see KO. Scyther, however, absolutely sees KO with Dual Wing Beat. And Bug Bite. Okay. We would prefer that it uses Bug Bite, but Dual Wing Beat's fine. We are going to swap to Hamilton. Wham bam, thank you, Ham. Okay. I say we're fine as long as both of them don't crit. Okay. Double check Brick Break against Hamilton. Critical hit Brick Break does a max of 116 damage. We were only doomed if both Dual Wing Beats crit. Okay, we're fine. We are slower, but we 1-hit KO with Rock Slide. Jeez. Scaring the fuck out of me. The nice thing is actually our health is so low that Trevenant immediately sees KO. Okay. This could be good for us. Yeah, would it though? So the thing is, Trevenant is not going to use Substitute this turn because it sees that it can KO Hamilton. So the question is, what would be the most advantageous swap here? We're really suffering from Marguerite's speed tying. I think the answer is Marguerite, though. Because there's a lot of moves it could use next turn, as long as it doesn't use Substitute next turn. And even then, we're kind of fine if it spams Substitute, because eventually it won't. So it's going to be either of its moves, I think. Hornleech does more damage, but it's less likely to crit. Okay. I believe it's going for a random move. We are speed tied. If we outspeed and land knockoff, we immediately win. Love that. Nice. Love overthinking a fight. I'm so glad I don't have to go into the office tomorrow. Okay, let me just... Repellent is activated. I believe this is our next encounter spot. So for those of you who are patient enough to stick around, you get the dopamine hit with me. Yep, Fiery Path. Okay, so let's go. Let's see what we encounter here in Fiery Path. Encounter checklist. Camerupt, Torkoal, Turtonator, Wheezing, and then the Magby line. Okay. Let me look at Camerupt. Camerupt. At level 40, it does have Rock Slide, so can't use Talonflame. Yawn, Lava Plume, Earth Power. What resists fire and ground? Seismitoad. Okay. We do need to open with Steelix in case we encounter a Wheezing that go boom. I could probably open with an Arcanine. Okay. Let's see, our catching team. Bavara. Want Hamilton. Want you. We would prefer Jane for Thunderwave. Probably don't want Scalpel here. Maybe you want Scalpel. Ooh, Lixie's actually probably pretty good at living here. Because, yeah, there's a 10% chance that the encounter starts with a Pokemon which go boom. Obviously a scary thing to deal with. Magma. Flamethrower, Clear Smog, Heat Wave, Toxic. Toxic's interesting. Should probably bring like Nidoking for that one. I need like a Toxic immune Pokemon that isn't a Steel type. Okay. Turtonator. Flamethrower, Body Slam, Rapid Spin, Dragon Tail. Oh, fuck. Does Dragon Tail force you out of fights in this? I think Dragon Tail might force you out of fights in this. Or I think it's like, does Dragon Tail fail if you're a higher level? Because I think that might also be a thing. Okay, though actually, Dragon Tail. We just bring Duchess, who is immune to dragon moves. Okay. Torque. Clear Smog, Flamethrower, Protect, Rapid Spin. Perfect, easy. Super easy to catch. Maybe actually we don't bring Havara, we bring Lixie. Okay. Give everyone an Oran Berry. I suppose I should actually look up Wheezing too. Yeah, Will-O-Wisp, Self-Destruct, Toxic Sludge. It's just, you can just do a lot of shit. It's not very good. Here, I'm going to instead give Hamilton a Pecha Berry. Oop, I just heard the Twitch jingle. Thank you very much for the follow, Fire Girl Midnight. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We're not going to be at it too much longer, but... Okay. Then we just give everyone else like an Oran. We have Duchess for specifically Turtonator. Body's Plan, Rapid Spin, Dragon Tail. Yeah, it's just an Oran. Or maybe a Rost. Not an Oran. Okay, fingers crossed we don't fuck up this encounter. I'm actually wondering... Wheezing, what are your moves? Okay. Toxic Sludge. No fire moves. Steelix is the best thing to open with against Wheezing. And then if we encounter anything that isn't Wheezing, we just swap to the thing that takes care of those easy. Okay. Wishing you something good. Hannah, does Dragon Tail force you to flee the fight if you're a higher level than them? Yeah. So I believe I've heard it does not end the fight. Good to know. So I believe I've heard that the only real kind of miss here is the Magby line. That being said, they do have like self-heal moves. There's like some interesting tech there. And they do like just have like high base power. Obviously Turtonator would be really good, Torkoal would be really good, Camerupt would be really good. Those are the big three we're hoping to hit here. Camerupt, nice. Still need to catch it, but... So, Camerupt, what moves do you have? At your level, you have Rock Slide, Yawn, Lava Plume, Earth Power. So, seems like our best swap for you is probably Lixie. Annoyingly, we don't get to use... Yeah, we don't have anything here that has, like, Super Fang. Should be fine, though. Yeah, so we'll swap to Lixie. Just in case Lava Plume. Yawn is good. This means we're probably safe to use frickin' First Impression. Just to get some damage off. Okay, how much do we take? Not that much, cool. Fingers crossed we continue to not take that much. Vienna, also, camera up's a potential mega. I don't know when you get it stone. Nice, okay. The reward for our hard work. Let's see if we have any camera ups. Run and bun responses. Nope. Camera up Megastone is in the beginning of Magma Hideout. All of our megas are so late in the game. Okay, let's see. What do we got for fire types? There's Athena, Orion, Breek, Skitty, Fire Fairy, Elatea, Morel. I like Orion. So, Hannah, tell me, what's the breakdown of camera up here? What are we looking at? Like, in terms of, like, good shit. I suppose for starters, it does have Yawn. Bare minimum, great for helping us catch Pokemon. And honestly, while I would love to get a Weezing to get Galar Weezing later, I'm really glad that I don't have to deal with Boom. High special attack would be great. High attack is also very appreciated. We'll get to know that it uses both attack stats. Quirky. Magma armor blocks criticals and freeze? Hold on a second. Fucking... Block... Why does it say blocks criticals and freezes? It does... It says this Pokemon cannot be frozen, gaining this ability while frozen cures it, but I'm not seeing anything in the thing about blocking crits. Oh, so in this game, does Magma Armor actually block crits? Dog! Dog! That's a guy! Holy shit! Alright, potentially scale special attack at some point, but like, honestly, I'm not gonna bitch about a neutral nature on a, like, bulky, defensive, crit-proof Pokemon. Sweet, so that's just better shell armor. All right, I'm super into this. Yeah, Earth Power, Lava Plume, Yawn, Rock Slide. We have another guy that uses Rock Slide. Because what's the other option? Solid Rock? Yeah, I think I prefer not being crit over Solid Rock, definitely. And then I get Sheer Force on Mega. And Camera Up has a base speed of 40, so yeah. Well, that's pretty excellent. Why is my controller not... Oh, because I haven't... There we go. So, let's see. Oh, you get Explosion. Ooh. Alright, hold on now. Also, you get Earthquake. Flamethrower. Yeah, no, this thing gets an incredible moveset. And like Lava Plume's spread move, right? Lovely button to click later. Sad that it's a button you have to click, but bare minimum, it shows kills to things. Wants to learn Earthquake. Yeah, no, it's so nice to have frickin' alternative Turtwig. I assume we probably don't actually want Yawn, right? Like, I'm assuming Explosion actually doesn't show kills to things. It has special calcs. Oh. Well, I'm glad I learned that now. Oh, that would have been bad. Because I think I've definitely been assuming that it did with, like, Steelix. Okay. Like, I'm thinking... Do we want to keep, like... Because Lava Plume is a spread move. Hell, what's Lava Plume's like burn chance? %. I think the first move to drop here is Rock Slide. Huh. I don't think it'd be clicked even as super effective. Fair enough. And then drop Yawn for Flamethrower, so that way we have spread and single target. I guess the big thing is, what do we drop for Explosion? Also, low-key, finally have, like, a consistently, like, built for special attacking, fire type. Earth Power, EQ, Explosion, Flamethrower. Okay, so no Lava Plume. Well, this is a really nice reward for, not dealing with, or not getting our shit fucked earlier. Or I suppose for dealing with our shit getting fucked earlier, kinda. Wants to learn Explosion. We would love to teach it Explosion. Take that over Lava Plume. Honestly, a Pokemon that isn't Breek that can use Earth Power. And also, Orion adding to our list of way too many fucking ground types. That's like our 7th... Hold on. Torterra, Steelix, Nidoking, Flygon, Excadrill, Seismitoad. Yeah, our 7th ground type. One of the best things Camerupt does is kill Torkoals with special ground moves. So that's really nice. I did hear, though, that's really good for Tabitha's team, I think. Honestly, yeah. Having something that could have killed a Torkoal would have made our life a lot easier 2 hours ago. All right, what a guy. Fire ground. And like, yeah, what are your... Yeah, special attack and attack are functionally equivalent. It's just like IV dependent, basically. I'm just really glad that this thing, like, rolled really solid bulk. 8 HP is a little sad, but, like... Fuck, what's this thing's base stats? $70 HP. Oh, it actually only has 70 in each of its defenses. 75 special defense, but, like... Okay. Ooh, actually, what's its hidden power? Update your hidden abilities type hiddens. Ice type hidden power on Camerupt is crazy. Wait, second Roserade? Okay, but anyways. Export. Oop. Let's get you in here, bud. Yeah, no, this thing does crazy damage. And its speed is awful, but that's kind of okay. You know what's really annoying? This thing's faster than our Torterra. This motherfucker's faster than Torterra by a single point. This Camerupt should be a super solid bomb on Mountain Pyre. It's got high enough attack. Good to know. It'll be sad to blow things. I know that you generally want like a Alola Muck as one of your bombs for Mount Pyre. Because does that fight literally just bring 2 Pokemon to explode and then a 3rd one to clean up? Which also means we'll never Mega Evolve it. I mean, if we get another, like, better bomb. This was a long stream. I'm tired. Typically there's strats that are boomless, but they're literally always risky. True, yeah. And I if we make it there, I would prefer to take the more risk-free line. Like, thankfully, we are finally exiting the point of the game where losing a single Pokemon at the wrong time can doom a run. Like, we now have backups and backups of backups. We now have, like, 4 fire types, a couple of water types, a bunch of different flying types. Like, we are beginning to finally fill our box with some redundancy. And that's greatly appreciated. I'm so tired. Is there anyone live right now? Yeah, Breakbeat Bun's live with 43 people. Fuck it. We raid the bunny. Breakbeat Bun. Did I spell that right? I did! We'll be back at this again tomorrow night. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard. Oh wait, no we won't. I don't stream on Fridays anymore. That's right, I have a thing. Saturday morning, except no, not Saturday morning. It'll be like Saturday afternoon or evening, because I have to go take care of my fucking wedding dress. Scared me. I was gonna say, Turtle, sorry, I forgot for a second. I was so used to it. So, next stream is Saturday afternoon? Evening? I'll post updates in the Discord. We're definitely gonna go live. It's just going to be in an unconventional time slot because I have to go in for my next tailoring appointment for my wedding dress. It's a whole thing. But until then, friends, I want to thank you so much for joining me. I have been April. She has been May. You have all been incredible, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good day, folks. Sending out raid. And ending.